I think one thing I wanted to show in the narrative of the story is in issue 1, he's kind of tired of looking for Nebulon, the ice monster. He wants to track him down, and he got information of where he is, and he's trying to catch him as fast as possible. So he's kind of going into a deep warp speed here. I don't have too many examples of how that's done as a reference, so I was looking for any drawing I had in the past to sort of convey that. He wants to catch Nebulon before he destroys another planet, and usually these planets have life on it, and he's furious that they can't track him and catch him in time. And so he's trying to go faster and faster across the universe to get this guy. And I tried to bring that into the drawing as much as I could. I'll show you the next page. I gotta ink these soon, but you can kind of see the pencils. Here, this is the page before this one. This is page 20. Again, I did this at the end of 2021, so I have a lot of catch up to do. But it kind of shows you some of his powers as a spaceman, that he's different from someone like the Silver Surfer. He goes on his concentric rings, and he goes into his worm tunnels to try to warp across space even faster. And this was an example of an identifying element. Here in the Eridon supervoid, you see the rip hole, which is kind of a identifying element that I was talking about in earlier videos. And because I established that early in this issue and at the end of issue 1, you can kind of see how it helps the narrative in a strange scene like this, where I'm trying to show millions or billions of miles from where this character is to there. And because I established what the Eridon supervoid looked like, it helps add the distance and gives you the vastness of this character's problem. You're trying to find a needle in a haystack. But one of the powers of Cosimo is that he can kind of scan the universe using dark energy, and his antennas are kind of used to open up wormholes, but he also can kind of do a scan of the area around him, trying to find an energy trace on the ice monster, Nebulon. And that's what's happening here. I'm just gonna try to push it up here in this page, where he's taken a stop and trying to see what direction the ice monster, who travels the universe as a comet, is going in. And he wants to ambush him before he gets to the next planet.